Hi, it's Craig. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to talk about building your personal brand post government. If you're a federal employee navigating a career transition, especially with this OPM government workforce efficiency initiative, or if you're venturing into your own business, personal branding is your superpower. Today, we're going to unlock how to create a compelling brand that opens doors for new opportunities. Let's get right into the video. Let's understand first your brand identity. Personal branding is about showcasing your unique value. And a lot of times we're not used to doing this as government employees because as government employees, we don't necessarily have a brand that is representative of us personally. But it's something that's really important for you to do, particularly if you're going to start your own business, because your personal brand is who you are. So, what are you known for? What skills do you excel at? These are some questions you want to ask yourself. You want to start by identifying your strengths and identifying your passions. And this isn't about creating some kind of fake persona. I know we see quite a bit of things out here on social media platforms about what people are and who they are. You have to allow them to let them run their race and do what they do. But it's important that you ask yourself, what is it that I do? What is it that sets me apart from anybody else? It's about highlighting your authentic self, the real you, the person who you really are. What are your qualities the qualities that make you unique, the qualities that make you you? If you're known for something that you don't like, now is the time to change that. If you are infamous versus famous for something negative versus something positive, you always have the chance and the opportunity to change your persona. So the first thing is to understand your brand identity. Okay. The next thing you want to do is you want to build a strong online presence. Now, opinion on these matters vary across the board because some people are not as open online, even with their lives, or some people are not as keen on opening up themselves or showing their personal business to everybody. But if you're going to be in personal business, it's almost inevitable these days that you have to establish a strong online presence. So in today's digital age, your online presence is crucial. Employers and clients will Google you. Yes, they will look you up. Ensure your profiles, no matter what platforms you choose to be on, make sure your profiles are professional. Use appropriate photos, watch your language, and avoid negative comments about past employers. That's huge and that's significant. You want to adjust privacy settings to control your content. And you can do that no matter what platform you're on. And remember, your post and everything you put on social media reflects your brand. Now, how do you leverage social media for networking? Oftentimes we think about being on social media just to chat and have fun and post music and entertainment. But how would you actually leverage those social media posts for networking? Social media is a very powerful tool for networking and for job searching, although many people use it for a bunch of other things. And I would say LinkedIn is essential for professional connections, especially these days. Facebook and Twitter can also, well, now it's called X, but Facebook and X can also be used just as effectively. You want to keep your profiles updated, engage with relevant content, not necessarily too long or too short, but it's going to really depend on the platform that you're using, and use social media to learn about target companies. Set job preferences on LinkedIn specifically, and you want to create alerts. Okay, use social media to find unadvertised job opportunities, and you can also use things like Indeed if you are starting a small business and you want to immediately hire staff because the task that you're taking on is maybe gargantuan, maybe it's something really big, maybe you've got some money to put, some capital to put behind it, and you're ready even in this moment to hire staff. You want to use job sites like Indeed to actually hire the people that you want to work for your company. All right, the next thing we want to talk about is crafting your professional introduction. Right, this is what's traditionally been called an elevator pitch. Your elevator pitch is a concise summary of who you are and what you do. Start with a greeting and your name. Summarize your experience and your skills. Explain what you want or what value you bring. End with a clear call to action. Practice this introduction until it feels natural. Now, you want to tailor this to different audiences and situations depending on what type of business that you're in, and avoid using government acronyms. Make sure you're confident as well. If you want a good example of sort of a mission, vision, value statement that you can sort of turn into an elevator pitch, take a look at the description on this channel, a description of what we do here, Royal Rock Wellness. Look at that description, take a look at it, see how it's phrased, and then take that and use it as your professional introduction. You want to use the things, obviously, that you are skilled at, the things that you have expertise in, but it's perfectly fine to use another model or use another template to kind of sort of plug and play and put the information that's applicable to you in there so that you can make sure you have a strong personal introduction. Okay, let's talk about specific social media tactics. Okay, we want to dive deeper into how we optimize each of the major social media platforms. On LinkedIn, you want to make sure that your profile is complete with a professional photo, detailed work history, because that's going to be hugely important. That's going to give the next person that you're partnering with or perhaps doing a joint venture with a window into how you operate, into who you've worked with before, to kind of give them an idea of if you'll be a good fit to join or partner with them. Okay. And look at your detailed work history and recommendations. On Facebook, you want to adjust your privacy settings, curate your friend list, and join professional groups. There's all kinds of Facebook groups, just like there's all kinds of LinkedIn groups. But Facebook, I think, is particularly savvy in making sure that all different kind of social groups, even people who are specifically interested in business focuses, like they've got Facebook Market, they've got Facebook Business, those kinds of things, those different elements. You want to make sure that you join those types of groups on Facebook. On X, follow industry leaders, share relevant content, and engage in conversations. Each platform can be used to grow your brand. What we haven't talked about is Instagram, which is also an effective tool to do. And Instagram kind of follows the same sort of format as far as posting short form content, but you can also post long form content on Instagram. And this is a small tip. This is just Craig's tip. This is just how Craig would see things. You don't necessarily have to look at it this way. My opinion is that long form content is actually how you will probably grow your business a little bit quicker than short form content. Because if you notice, I haven't really mentioned much of TikTok. I'm pretty sure you can grow your business just as well on TikTok. But it appears to me that the legitimacy of businesses and the legitimacy of how people are going to see you solving their problem is going to be on more of the long form content platforms like YouTube, like Instagram, if you can do an Instagram story that's longer, and like LinkedIn, where someone can actually go on and look at an article and read about who you are and kind of get a really good feel of what your business brings to the table. Okay. All right. Listen, there are so many things that you can do to maintain and build your brand. And perhaps the last big thing you can do is build your brand over time. Building a brand is an ongoing process. It's not just something you set in motion and it just keeps going. You have to continue to tweak that brand, continue to curate that brand, continue to make changes and adjustments that fit who you are in that particular season of your life. Okay? Stay consistent with your messaging, update your profiles regularly, and seek feedback. Continue to learn and grow and adapt your brand as your career evolves, because some of you are going to pick up so many other different skills, so many other different areas of expertise, so many other different ways that you can impact the market for good. You want to make sure that you keep all of that flowing within your social media presence and within your personal brand. Your brand is a living thing that needs to be nurtured. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'm so excited that you'll be having an opportunity now to kind of step out there, start your business, follow that dream, explore your imaginations, and do the things that you've always dreamed of and been passionate about doing. Okay. If you like this video, if you think it's helpful, share it with somebody else. If you have comments or questions, be sure to leave them in the description box and in the comment box, and I will be sure to get back to you as soon as possible. I don't have a whole lot of people that interact, so I'm responding to everybody that interacts at this point. So you will certainly get a response from me if you leave a comment in the comment box. Okay. And I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Good luck and best wishes on your career transition, whether you decide to transition to small business or into a private sector. And as always, what we always tell you, live royally and live well. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.